Hello everyone, my name is Joe, and thank you very much for tuning in to episode 2 of my Unreal Engine Devlog. So it's been about 2 weeks since my last video, and since then I've been working away at the AI and a few other extra little bits and bobs. So the AI that was shown in the last video was from an asset pack from the Unreal Marketplace, and I was trying to use that as a base and add my own changes and tweaks and stuff, but it was proven overwhelming and confusing to try and take someone else's code and change it to do what I want it to do. So I decided I would rebuild the AI from scratch. So I followed some YouTube tutorials and online guides on how to get a basic AI setup. And then I just learned from those and just changed it up to what I wanted it to do. So at the moment, there's two different kinds of enemies. There are enemies that hide behind cover, and enemies that will just stand around and follow the player. They'll stay sort of close, but not too close and not too far away either. They try and find a middle point. You'll notice as well that enemies now have a laser sight that will hone in on the player when they're about to shoot, and that laser sight will go from like a bluish purple to red the closer they are shooting. So that's replaced that scruffy looking graphic in the last video. Yeah, still the more red the laser is when the player dodges, the better chance they'll have of getting a perfect dodge, which will again refill one of their ammo slots. I've also added in a headshot system. So I took some inspiration from Destiny, because I always find that in Destiny getting a headshot is super satisfying. So I wanted to have a look at why it feels so satisfying, and I think part of the reason why is because number one, the gunplay in Destiny is fantastic, and number two, I think they have great sound design. When you get a headshot, you're rewarded with this nice juicy sound effect and some nice particles as well. So I've tried to replicate something similar here in hopes to get a similar sort of satisfying feel. Yeah, I've added some laser projectiles to the player's gun now as well. So it's not just a box trace, which it was before, and I've added a sort of object telekinesis pickup thing. I was thinking this could be used in multiple different ways. It could be used for puzzles. It could be used to launch explosives at enemies, or use it to provide yourself a bit of cover. I thought if the player wanted to try and get some extra defense from enemy fire and not just rely too much on a dodge, they might be able to pull an object towards them and use that as cover rather than running and hiding behind cover, which I mentioned in the last video is something I kind of wanted to avoid. But I think using telekinesis to pull an object towards you is still, I feel like when you're doing that, you're still sort of on the defensive. So yeah, that's about it, I believe. Oh yeah, you might be able to hear as well. There are some. I've added some voices to the enemies, so they'll say some random voice lines. Like they'll try and command you to evacuate the location and stuff. I just got these voices from zapsplat.com, which is where all the sound effects are from. And I added a sort of distortion effect over the voices to sort of replicate the I can't remember the actual name for them now. The guards from Half-Life 2, they have a sort of distorted voice coming from like underneath the helmet, so I kind of wanted to replicate something like that. Yeah, there's still a few bugs that need ironing out. You may have noticed that projectiles sometimes where they just linger in the air for a second before actually destroying, and enemies will sometimes... The way the enemies work is they'll randomly decide between 1 and 3 how many shots they're going to take at you, and then every shot they take, it will increase a variable, and then when the variable matches the randomly generated number it will they'll stop shooting. But for some reason, sometimes they just don't take the last couple shots and they'll just stand there staring at you. So there's still a few bugs that need ironing out, but I think the majority of the time it's sort of working as intended now. So I might spend a little bit more time ironing out these bugs. I might just leave them and just see if they cause too many problems, because I really want to get started on like a level design or something next. But that's about it. Thanks very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.